Shred Zone, where the power of technique and theory align. Today we're going to be talking about string bending. The envy of all keyboard players. This lesson will demonstrate how to use string bending to outline a chord progression instead of just random wanking. We use the progression from Comfortably Numb to illustrate each series of chordal bends. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and join me for the halftime show. We'll have a beer and shoot the shit. Come on in for the real thing. Let's take a look at the first example. Initially, you have to understand the chord progression, which is B minor, A, G, and E minor. First shape is going to be 9 on G, 10 and 10 on B and high E strings. We're going to bend that G string on the 9th fret up a whole step. Next step is we're going to move that shape that we initially had 9 on G, 10 and 10 on the top 2 strings, move it down to ring finger 4th fret, and pinky is now on 5 and 5 of the top 2 strings. Same move, bend the G string up. And that gives us our A chord. Now we move that shape up to 14 and 15, 15. Again, the same shape. Okay, last 2 bends are going to be just slightly different. We're going to go 11 on G, 12 and 12 on the top 2 strings. And that's the same shape, but we're just going to bend the G string up a half step instead of a whole step this time. We've got B minor, which is going to be 6 on G, 7 and 7 on the top 2 strings. Again, just that half step bend up. All right, example number 2. We're going to be taking a D chord shape on G string 14, B string 15, high E string 14. And we're bending the G string note up a whole step. For the B minor, sounds like this. Okay, for the A chord, it's going to be G, 12, B, 14, and high E, 12. You bend that G string up a whole step. Yeah, gotta get some buff fingers to pump these strings up. Now we're moving to G. This is a really cool one. This is going to be G string 11, B string 12, high E string 10. Bend that G string up a half step. And then we're down to E minor, which is going to be 7 on G, 8 on B, 7 on high E. Bend that G string up a whole step. And that's it. Welcome to the halftime show, where I drink a beer by my beer pitcher. Today we'll be drinking Franziskaner Weiss beer, weighing in at 5% ABV. Brewed with the fresh blood from string benders' fingers, according to the German purity law of 1516, which I think is just the monk rubbing his belly. Cheers to string bending. Beer always tastes better in the shred zone. Anybody got the bends yet? Enough lollygagging around. Let's get back to the shred zone. Okay, strap on your big boy drawers for this one because we've got an index finger without any backup doing a whole step bend for most of these. First shape is going to be 9 on the G string, 12 on B, and 10 on high E. And you bend that G string up a whole step. This is brutal. Okay, there's the B minor. For the A, you take that shape down a whole step, more or less, and raise the third. So now it's going to be G string 7, 10 on the B, and 9 on the high E string. You're cranking up that G string up a whole step, and your fingers will be bleeding rivers of blood, no doubt. Okay, now we get a little break for the G chord. We've got 6 on G, 8 on B, 7 on high E. We only have to bend the G string up a half step this time. All right, we're moving up to E minor, which is going to be G string 14, B string 17, high E string 15, up another whole step. Yeah, and then that's it, you're back to the B minor. Thanks for joining me for this lesson on string bending. Until next time, shred till you're dead. Thanks for joining me for this lesson on string bending. String bending.